What's going on, YouTube? I am back with another video, and today is a card show video. So it's about 7 a.m. on Saturday, February 13th. I am headed up to Ohio for a card show, about two and a half hours away. The show is supposed to start at 10, and I'm hoping to get there at about 9:30. So I'm pretty excited. It's supposed to be a pretty big card show, like 130 tables. So we are going to head to Chick-fil-A. You guys already know. Got to get some breakfast, and then we're going to head up to the show. So I'll check in along the way. For you guys, it's probably going to be really quick. For me, it's going to be about two and a half hours. So stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so I just made it to the show here in Xenia, Ohio. It is about 9:30, so it took about 2.5 hours to get here. The show is supposed to start at 10 a.m., but the parking lot is absolutely packed, so I don't know if that's only dealers or if the show is already going on. Hopefully it is already going because I do have to head back to Louisville at about noon, so I'm going to go ahead and head into the show. Hopefully it's going, and I'll see you guys inside. Alright guys, so I just walked out of the show. It's about 12 p.m. I tried to record as many clips as I could in there, but it's just kind of awkward walking around with the camera the whole time. So again, try to get as many clips as I could, but I don't know how that's going to turn out. So I did make quite a few pickups though, so I'm definitely excited to show you guys that. But again, it is just about noon and I need to head back to Louisville because I did mention in my most recent video that the guys from Lootbox TV are in town at Louisville Sports Cards and they are ripping some insane boxes. So I definitely don't want to miss that. So we have to head back to Louisville. So I'll definitely be sure to check back in when I get home and show you guys all of the pickups that I did make. Alright guys, so as you can see, I did make it back home. It is actually the following day, so I'm recording this clip on Sunday, February 14th, and I just want to sit down and show you guys all of the pickups. I didn't have a chance to do this yesterday because I headed straight from the show to Louisville Sports Cards and met up with the guys from Loot Box TV, and they ripped some insane boxes, so that was a ton of fun. Those videos will be coming soon. I do want to wait for them to put up their videos first because they were the ones ripping the boxes, so I don't want, you know, to put my video up first and kind of, you know, ruin the surprise of what they pulled and what they opened. So those videos will be coming soon, but I just want to wait on them to get their video up first. So yesterday was an insane day. I woke up at about 6 a.m., headed up to Ohio at about 7, stayed at the card show for about 2.5 hours, drove 2.5 hours back, and then the rest of the day I was at Louisville Sports Cards, you know, just talking cards, ripping boxes, and hanging out with Loot Box. So it was a ton of fun, and I was exhausted at the end of the day yesterday. And I do, before I get into all these pickups from the show, I do want to apologize. I don't think I really did a great job of recording at the show. I know I mentioned in a previous clip that it's just kind of awkward. It was a really, really big show. I think supposedly there was like 120, 130 tables. So there was a lot of people there, and it was just awkward, kind of awkward, you know, walking around with a camera trying to record a bunch of clips. So I don't think I really did a good job. So I apologize for that. But I'm gonna, you know, put up the few clips that I did get, and now we're gonna show you guys all the pickups that I did make. So real quick, on the left, I did pick up 5 of these Hoops Premium Cello Packs. And one of the things I was looking for, I wasn't really looking for any more Hoops Premium, but I got these for a really good deal. I picked up 5 of these for 20 bucks a piece, so 100 bucks. So you cannot beat that price. But I was hoping to be able to find some 2020-21 hoops that just came out, but the people that did have it didn't have much of it. You know, I think there was one dealer that had like 2 blasters and 3 of the cello packs, and that was like the most that any dealer had. And the prices on that stuff is just outrageous right now. I just can't do it. You know, they were charging like 90 bucks a blaster and then 30 bucks for a hoop cello, and I just can't do it. I think that the prices are only that high right now because there hasn't been much of it released. I think in the next coming weeks, when more of it rolls out, the prices are gonna fall. You know, it's just hoops. Hoops is not worth $90 a blaster, that's for sure, and I am not gonna pay anywhere near that. So really wanted to pick some up to rip some on the channel. For one, those slam inserts look insane, and the value on those is actually really, really good, but I just can't pay those prices. So hopefully I will have some of that soon, but not paying $90 a blaster and $30 a cello. So I've got a really good deal on those. So those will either be in mystery boxes in the future, or you know, I might just rip them off camera. Who knows? Maybe I'll rip them on camera. I don't know. No clear-cut plans for those. And now we'll go ahead and get into the pickups that I made for the fire packs, and then I did actually make some personal pickups as well. So the majority of the graded cards did come from one dealer. First off, this one actually came from Card Collector 2's table. Now, Ryan was actually not at the show, but he did have one of his employees there that I did talk to for a few minutes, set up at the show, kind of, you know, buying and selling. And I did pick up this one from his table. So this is the Ja Morant Instant Impact. I looked at comps on eBay, and these are going for about 90 to 100 bucks. So I went ahead and paid the full price on this one at $80. Thought that was a pretty fair price. So shout out to Card Collector 2. Picked that up from him, and this one did come from a separate dealer as well. And then I think you know what, that does have the same price tag though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all these, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think all of these did actually come from one dealer. So and I, you know, disregard the price on the card. This dealer was amazing to work with, very, very easy to work with. You know, he came down on pretty much every single card. So that is why the majority of cards that I picked up was from him, because he had the stuff I was looking for and he was willing to work on price. So shout out to him. First up, we have the Giannis Splash Hollow. So nice one there, PSA 10. And these are all gonna be PSA 10s. These are all for fire packs. So you know, I went to this show specifically to try to pick up as many cards as I could for the fire packs, because as you guys know, the next series I do plan on doing 100, and going, you know, after the pickups from the show, I'm at about 60 right now. So I, you know, I've been picking up a pretty decent amount in the last week or so. Still have to pick up about 40 left. But I think what I picked up at the show puts me over right around the 60 mark. So not too many more to go. And next one up is a LeBron. This one is just the Revolution base. I think this is the first LeBron card in a Lakers uniform. So LeBron Revolution PSA 10. And next up we have a Jarrett Culver Optic Red Wave out of T-Mall. And then we have a Donovan Mitchell who is just balling out. The Utah Jazz are so good. I don't think anyone expected them to be that as good as they are, but you know, they're playing awesome. So Donovan Mitchell, My House Hollow, PSA 10. Again, disregard all the prices on here. You know, he was willing to work with me on every single card. So next up is a Jarrett Culver, My House Red Wave, again from T-Mall. And got a few more red waves coming up. Next up, we have a Dwayne Wade. This is the winner stays insert out of Optic. Again, the red wave. And then we just have a Jarrett Culver base. So some of the cards, the cards that I went to the show looking for were some of the lower end stuff around like, you know, $60 to $90, because if you guys are familiar with what I have for the next series already, it's some of the higher end stuff, some of the chasers. So I really need to look at some of the, you know, lower end cards just to help get the cost down. So that's what I went to the show looking for. And luckily I was able to find a good amount. And next up, we have a Kyrie Irving Express Lane Red Wave. And then we have a Cam Reddish Pink Camo out of Mosaic. And finally, we have a PJ Washington Mosaic. So those are all the pickups for the fire packs. And then I did make 2 personal pickups. So, you know, that was first priority with stuff for mystery boxes, fire packs. But I didn't want to go all the way up to the show and pick up absolutely nothing for myself. So I did find 2 pickups to make for myself. I actually worked out a little bit of a trade on this one. And there's something on that's on the top loader, not the card. And the card is a little bit off center, but just a very, very cool looking card. And you guys know Lamar Jackson is my PC. And so he had $250 marked on this card. I actually traded, and this is one of the clips, one of the previous clips in the video. I traded the Jalen Hurts Optic Base and the Jacob Eason Optic Hollow plus $100 for this. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. I valued those at about $100, and then I paid $100. So in my mind, I got this for about $200. So I would take that. Lamar Jackson Prism Checkerboard, super, super short print card. So very nice one there. And then next up, one that I have really been looking for lately. I wanted the second year LeBron Topps Chrome. And actually the dealer that I got this from, nope, I take that back. It was a separate dealer. Separate dealer, sorry. I'll tell that story here in a minute. This is a second year Topps, so not the Topps Chrome that I was looking for, but I did get a pretty good deal on this one. I looked this up on eBay, and he had this marked at $200, and that's about what they're going for, anywhere from like, depending on condition, anywhere from like $150 to $200. I did work out a deal and get this one for $160, and this one looks really, really good. Corners are sharp. I haven't checked out the surface, but the centering looks good. It's a little bit off, so honestly, I would guess a 9 if the surface checks out, but everything else looks good. So we're gonna check out the surface. Hopefully this can pull a 9, but this is the LeBron second year Topps. Now, there was another dealer there. You got that confused for a minute, but there was another dealer that had a PSA 8 Topps Chrome of this card. So the second year Topps Chrome LeBron, and those are going for about $400 to $600. And I asked him what his price was on that, and he said $1,500. And I was like, okay, never mind. So I didn't end up picking up the Topps Chrome, and that's the only one I saw at the entire show. And I just really like this card. The rookie stuff is, you know, pretty much out of my price range unless I was able to make, you know, some type of trade. But so I settled on the Topps second year, but I've been wanting a Topps Chrome second year, but that was the only one that I saw at the show, and the price was just outrageous, so I'll pass on that. So that is going to do it for the pickups for this show in Ohio. It was a really, really good show. Like I said, I was there for about 2.5 hours, had a good time, tried to record as much as I could. I do apologize. I don't think I did as good as I should have, but hopefully in, you know, card show videos in the future, I will do a little bit better of a job. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. I have some really cool ones coming on, you know, on the way soon with a loot box. So definitely be on the lookout for those, and I'll see you guys soon.